What's up, you guys? Pretty exciting day today. Last night, my friend Giancarlo from ASG notified me that I had shipped my tires to his shop and they have arrived. So yes, the big boy BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s are officially here. They're 265/75 18s. I decided to not go down to 17s just to keep the height and the diameter of the wheel setup that I currently have. That way it looks a little bit more OEM plus when I decide to paint these wheels in orange until we end up finding a wheel sponsor. So if you're a wheel sponsor out there, hit me up. Let's do something. That being said, I forgot my glasses yesterday at the detail shop, and so we're going to be paying a visit to Rivas Pro Detail Miami. They're the ones that do PPF, window tinting, ceramic coating. They've done it pretty much for all the cars that I've worked on in the past. They're amazing, and quite frankly, you know, I don't think there's anybody better to do it with. So we're going to pass by the shop. He's going to take a look at this thing. It's pretty dirty. It's pretty filthy. I've been driving it a lot, did the road trip. It's been raining like crazy, and pretty much any puddle or mud that I find, I go through it. So hopefully he doesn't kill me, and hopefully he doesn't hate me, but Fernie, we are on our way to you. So how bad do you hate me right now?
It's gonna be fun, so. Okay, inside is bad, but it's not. I think the exterior beats the interior.
The interior has some random stains on the carpeting though.
It does, it's pretty nasty.
Is this the nastiest car you've seen? No.
No, definitely
Thank God.
not.
All right, so just sold this for a client of mine, but it needs a little bit of love, so I brought it over here. We did rod bearings, full service on it, did an interior restoration with the driver's seat and center console. We got to do the shift knob next, but then Rivas is doing the paint on this because right now I have the polarizer rotated, but once you do that, you get to see what this car looked like before. So essentially what you did to this thing so far is...
Okay, so far we have done a single step with just compound on this half of the hood. We've only passed through it like twice. We still got a lot more to go because we have like some RIDs here, so random isolated deep scratches. That'll come out probably with the third pass or maybe some heavy rotary action. And then we've also done tints on these two windows, the back, and now the front glass has it as well.
All right.
The sides are 20% ceramic, and then the front is going to be 70% ceramic.
Okay, and then you're going to also do ceramic coating on this as well, right?
Yeah, we're going to do ceramic coating, and then obviously full-on correction.
All right.
Compound polish.
You think the Cayenne is going to be as good as this, or better?
I think the Cayenne will be better.
You think it's going to be a challenge?
It's going to be a challenge, 100%. It's going to be better because Porsche paint is easier to work with.
Yeah.
BMW paint is very, at least in my experience, BMW paint is very like tricky. Very hard. So I just wrapped up with Rivas. I was very pleased to discover that my Cayenne, this one, is mostly original paint. The car is pretty much all between 3 and 5 all around as far as the mills are concerned on the paint condition, which is good because that means that we can cut down on it and make sure that when we do the paint correction we can get rid of a lot of the swirling, and there's a lot of meat on the bone to be able to cut at. I don't know if this person before me had animals or livestock or something, because this car is a Texas car, and it seems to be like some sort of animal definitely like tried to get in or out through the window in the back. And they just covered it up with some really shabby touch-up paint work. And so with that, I think they ended up trying to blend it and make it better. So there is one spot that read like an 11. But that being said, we are currently on the way to ASG to go ahead and pick up the tires, and I am super excited to see how they look. I'll just go ahead and mock them up next to the car as well, just to see how insane this thing is gonna be. All right, so we have arrived at my favorite parking lot to be in. As you can see, I am here at ASG, AKA my previous employer, and I'm begging them for my job back. No, I'm kidding. I am here because I ordered my BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2 tires, and they have officially arrived. And take a look at these chunks. Look at that. But after lifting it 3 inches with the control arms and the skid plate and some minor cutting in the front and probably in the rear, I should be able to fit these things with no problem. I've seen them in the forums done with zero bumper cutting and some minor fender well trimming, but I'm super excited
to see how this looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and mock it up next to the car. All right, well, there you have it. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. Perfect timing because I found a nail in my tire today. But look at the size of these things, man. I am so excited. So as I was recording this and putting the tires next to this thing to mock it up, this decided to show up. And this is an international CV, and it's essentially what gets turned into the military M-wraps. These are $5,000 tires each because they are armored and completely bulletproof. And just so you have an idea of what it looks like inside, I am 6 foot tall, and that is way up there. And here I was thinking that my setup was awesome. Look at that. So that's a better idea of what that's gonna look like compared to that. I think just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and put these tires next to the actual armored tires on this thing to compare and give you guys an idea of how insane this thing is. Yep, that's one way to make me feel self-conscious about my size. This is you, and then that's the guy she tells you not to worry about. So, again, measly old you, that guy she's talking to that she told you not to worry about. All right, so 2 things. 1, I am obviously severely out of shape because I am out of breath putting these things in the car. 2, if you ever thought that this wouldn't fit, it does. I got all 4 tires to fit in the Cayenne. It's pretty snug, but realistically speaking, I can probably fit even more stuff back here. I mean, I have my skateboard with my slider back there, and then over here, I have my camera bag with some other stuff, and still ample room for the passenger and for me to drive. You don't have to really put the seats so far forward, given I am mostly leg, so I did have to adjust my seat, but I am super excited for this build. So, there you have it. That is getting the tires into the car and semi-test fitting them. Super excited to see where this build goes. I mean, look at this thing. It's dirty, but I can already envision just how good it's gonna look. As long as I don't have to park next to one of these.